Hey guys, so here's part 3 of the 10.1 day 2 notes. Now this is going to be your checking your understanding, meaning this is going to be consisting of everything from 10.1 day 1 and 10.1 day 2. So I'm always going to have you kind of pause the video first, try the problem out, and then we're going to go over it. So we're going to do example 1. So as I just said, I would like you to go ahead, pause the video, and do example 1 on your own. Okay, let's see what you got. So here it says how many different 7-digit phone numbers are possible if the first digit cannot be 0 or 1. So this is kind of going back from our 10.1 day 1 notes. If we have 7, so that's 7 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so it says if the first digit cannot be 0 or 1. So remember, if we have 0 all the way to 9, that's 10 digits total. But if our first digit can't be 0 or a 1, that means we only have 8 options total for our first digit. But here, now we can think of, and these can be repeated, okay, because there's nothing there says that none of these digits can be not repeated. So we now go to our second digit. How many options do we have total? We have 10. So now on our second, we can include 0 and a 1 in our digits. Okay. What about this second, or for our third digit? How many options do we have total? That's also going to be 10. So that is all the digits between 0 and 9. What about the next one? So all of them are going to be the same. Another way of rewriting this could be if you did 8 times 10 to the 6th power. So if you wrote it like that, that's also the same thing. So now you can just plug this into your calculator, and when you do, you should get 8 million as your final answer. Okay, let's have you do number 2 now. So number 2, you are deciding, you have homework assignments for the weekend from 5 different classes, and how many ways can you complete the assignments over the weekend? Go ahead and pause the video to do this on your own. Okay, let's see what you got. Now, there is different ways. So some of you might have done it differently, but maybe gotten the same answer. So here, notice we have 5 different homework assignments. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, think about 5 different subjects, and let's do 4 core ones. We got math, science, English, history, and let's say Spanish. We know if we do one of the homework assignments, right? So let's say we do the very first assignment. How many options do we have total? Well, we have all 5 classes, right? But now let's say we just did our math homework, right? Okay, how many options do we have next to do our second assignment? Now we only have 4. Okay, let's say we did math and science. So then on our third assignment, how many options are left? Well, that's going to be your English, history, and Spanish. So we only have 3. What about the next one? 2. And the last one, of course, 1. Now, how can we rewrite this as well? So some of you might have done factorial. That's going to be the same thing as if we did 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Another way, if some of you did this, we could use permutations. So when we do this, sometimes you can use either factorial or permutations, and then the counting principle will be on its own there. So notice we have 5 total assignments to do, and we choose all 5 to do, okay? So all of these, whichever way you did, will get you to the same answer. So if you plug it into your calculator, no matter which way you do, we should get our final answer of 120. Okay, let's have you guys do the next one. So example 3. And how many ways can you choose now 2 of the assignments in number 2 to do on Saturday? So instead of doing all 5, you just want to do 2 of them. Go ahead and pause the video to do this one. Okay, let's see what you got here. So notice that once again, we can kind of think of this in different ways. We could think of, okay, we only want to choose 2 of the assignments. So 1, 2. On the first one, how many options do we have? 5. But let's now say you did your math homework. On the second assignment, how many options are left? 4. Now, some of you might have used permutations. So you might have said 5 permutations of 2. That would have also been correct. Okay? So either or, you should get the same answer of 20. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to do our last problem here. How many ways can you line 12 books up on a shelf? Go ahead and pause the video to do this problem. Okay, let's see what you got. So we want to line up all 12 books and know that all 12 books are going to be different. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. So then on our first one, right, how many options do I have? Well, I got all 12. Now, let's say I already lined that book on the shelf. How many options am I left with for my second book? 11. What about the next one? 10. So once you shelf that book, you don't have it anymore. So that means the number of options decrease each time. Now this should look familiar, because another way we could write this is you might have done 12 factorial. Okay? Now, some of you also might have written it as so. So we have a total of 12 books, and we want to choose all 12 to line up on the shelf. So you could have also used a permutation. So no matter which way you did it here, you should have all gotten the same answer of 1,600 as your final answer. Okay, make sure if you have any questions, you contact me, and make sure you work on the homework assignment. See you guys later.